It is the big one. The two ladies fighting for pride. One representing Sri Lanka, the other representing India. And I'm here to talk to you about Nafisa Naim, who says, I'm going to end Nimesha's winning streak. She's out for business, she's out for blood, and she is confident. Started karate 8 years ago, switched to Muay Thai 2 years ago, and has won, and she's fought in international amateur karate tournaments as well. 18 years old, young, 52 kgs, and she is looking to even and equalize the score.
You know, judging by how other fighters from Team India have performed thus far, I can safely say that this will be the toughest challenge Nimesha Kumari could face in a couple of minutes. I mean, you know, these guys from this Team India, it's the way they fought, they fight is incredible, and you know, I am so excited to see how Nimesha is going to handle this.
I feel very confident about this fight. I feel we're going to have a massive bout, and it's going to be one for the books.
For sure. No introductions needed. The word undefeated doesn't often fly by in Sri Lankan kickboxing. What this girl has achieved at the ripe age of 22, at the young age of 22, is incredible. He's under the guidance of her coach, Jamita Bandara. You know, she has absolutely dominated all of her opponents. I wonder sometimes if Nimesha even looks back. You know, when she started fighting as a boxer, you know, when she was very little, would she ever, you know, imagine that this fighting career would ever take her thus far to this great extent? You know, Nimesha is the first fighter to be signed by KFL. As you guys know, she got an exclusive contract under the partnership of the Asian Security Group. KFL awarded her this exclusive contract, and she will only get better and tougher and smarter as a fighter. And as a Sri Lankan, I am very proud to see her perform tonight. You know, nothing but respect to Nimesha Kumari, who is undefeated in Sri Lanka.
This is the female main event of the evening. 3 rounds in the flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, a Muay Thai fighter standing at 5 feet 1 inches tall, weighing in at 52 kilograms, representing Team India. Make some noise for Nafisa Naim. And her opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, a boxer and a K1 fighter, undefeated in Sri Lanka. She stands at 5 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 52 kilos, fighting for Team Sri Lanka. Make some noise for Nimesha Kumari. And when the action begins, your referee for the bout, Abans. Let's go to war.
Ladies and gentlemen, bout number 5 is between Nimesha Kumari and Nafisa Naim. Nafisa Naim standing at 5 feet 1 inch tall and weighing in at 52 kilograms, and Nimesha standing at 5 feet 3 inches tall and weighing in at 52 kilograms. This bout will be carried out under standard K1 rules. All strikes included are allowed, and all to the legal areas of the body, and the referee is responsible to ensure fair play.
All right, boys. Revata, what are you going to say?
No, I was just about to say Ketaki Abans, a decorated fighter in her own right. This fight is in good hands.
It is. She called a very good game the other day as well. And I'm telling you, she makes sure everybody knows that she's in charge.
For sure. I've noticed that about Ketaki.
All right, I am very keen to see how this is going to fly because...
Round number 1. Here we go.
Round 1.
Straight up with an outside leg kick.
Straight into business. Goes with the kick.
Nimesha charges in with that typical straight 1-2.
Oh.
Nimesha wasting no time.
Nimesha, I'm sure, heard what she had to say.
What Nafisa had to say about her.
Yep.
That teeth.
A teep kick.
And you got to understand, Nimesha has the toughest badass kick in the business. You get one of those babies into your chest, you're talking problems.
Another deep kick, straight off the books. Straight 1-2s by Nimesha. And put some pressure on Nafisa. Nafisa needs to circle out and get back to the circle. She needs to be eating a lot of punches there, Revata.
Yeah, Nafisa eating a lot there. And that teep, it's good at setting the tone of the fight, keeping distance, setting up your attacks.
But so far, what Nimesha has done, like in the last fight, was that teep and that straight 1-2s.
Yep.
Both fighters exchanging blows.
And she's ensured that she has the pace to her level. It's something she's very good at doing. She's setting her own pace.
Exactly.
She dictates terms as to how she wants to fight and not how the other person wants to fight.
I think Nafisa needs to make reads. Need to understand patterns that Nimesha is making.
A little slip there.
A little slip.
I wonder if it's like Coach Jamita's way of doing things, even the previous fight.
Yeah. And Nafisa gets back onto the ropes there, but very cleverly comes to centering. Shin to shin connects. Outside leg kick and straight 1-2s. Nafisa throwing her own hooks there. And a couple of them caught Nimesha, if I'm not mistaken.
I think Nimesha is setting the tone of this fight. Nafisa is just waiting on her at the moment. And if this is to be a close fight, Nafisa needs to take some initiative.
So far it's been Nimesha all round.
Yep.
And she's just such a dominant force, right? And contrary to her general demeanor,
Oh,
which is
straight 1-2.
to
Straight
the
1-2.
face,
Oh, Nafisa's in trouble.
5, 6, 7. What?
Nafisa Nimesha had Nafisa in trouble there. Oh,
I don't think Nafisa is entirely aware of what's going on right now.
She seems a little bit outclassed and outmatched at the moment.
She has.
she needs to find a counter to that straight 1-2s. And Nafisa, again, Nimesha counters back with those 1-2s. Man, Nimesha's durability, she can take a punch and move forward. And that's, you don't see that in a lot of girls at her age, you know.
Once again, it all also boils down to her levels of fitness and endurance.
Final 10 seconds.
Nafisa with no answers at the moment. Nimesha landing that teep at will and following it up with straight punches at will. I wonder what the corner will have to say to her.
And there was that kick.
Right on the bell, if I'm not.
I think this round was Nimesha's.
Absolutely.
Nafisa Naim could not get off the blocks.
But you know, that's the beauty of the sport. We have 2 more rounds. Nimesha seems to be taking deep breaths, and Nafisa, her teammates are paying some close attention, and you know,
There's a lot of support on both the sides in the sense of the ring corners. And Nimesha getting a lot of advice, so is Nafisa.
Coach Jamita Bandara giving advice in the corner.
Seconds out.
He's not on the ring, but you know, he's on ring side. But
I guess, there's nothing much you can say to a girl like Nimesha, right? She's always out with a game plan.
yeah.
Round 2, here we go.
Teep and straight
Threads her
1-2s.
face.
Teeps and straight 1-2s.
You know, I feel Nafisa has understood that she's bitten a bit more than she can chew. Watching this girl is such a privilege, man.
Every
Such a
time.
privilege.
Every time.
And also to know that, she is the face of KFL at the moment, the face of what we're doing with her. And a big shout out to Asian Securities Group for seeing the potential in her and sponsoring her and taking it forward. Those things are not little things.
That is what we need. More and more fighters getting signed like that. They need to be able to make a living out of this. Oh, Nimesha got her in trouble.
This could be...
And Nimesha Kumari proving to the whole world that she belongs in the big leagues.
And what a blessing for Sri Lankan women and girls coming up in the sport to have a role model like Nimesha to look up to.
Such a role model.
She is. And she also goes on in history as the first female non-boxing athlete to be signed and endorsed by a corporate group.
For sure.
And that's a massive tone setter. great empowerment as well.
Shin to shin connects there.
Ketegi Abesekara giving Nafisa a lot of time to work, but she could be giving her counts at this point. She's taking a lot of damage.
That, Nafisa, if she needs to change her game plan a little bit, take a different approach. Is she tired? It doesn't seem that she's tired that much, but she seems to be worn off.
Who, Nafisa?
Nafisa.
She's out of sorts, isn't she?
No answer to these teeps at the moment.
No, and she's not even she doesn't even have arms up, You can see she's just out of sorts. She's just trying to survive now.
Straight 1-2s again by Nimesha. Those punches are heavy, Revat. It delivers a lot of damage.
You see it time and time again when Nimesha fights someone, they're just eating these lefts and rights.
I feel Nafisa is just going to survival mode right now. She just wants to, see it through.
Exactly.
And not get knocked out.
It's that realization, like you said, she may have bitten off more than she can chew.
Possibly. Both the girls on the ground.
I don't believe that's a knockdown.
More like a slip down.
Yep.
Well done. Well done.
Very little significant strikes landed by Nafisa in this round. She counters back with a right hand, but it did not land. Ooh, a big right hand by Nimesha. And now Nimesha gets caught in the corner, but I don't believe it's much of a threat to her. Oh, and the end of the second round.
No knockdowns in that round, but a complete outclassing.
Yep.
If you were going to rule something at 10-8, that might be one of those as well. Two clear, very clear rounds to Nimesha Kumari.
It's crazy how these guys... I think, Sham, what you said about Isuru Dilhar earlier directly applies to Nimesha Kumari.
Absolutely.
These girls, these fighters from Palle Bovila, they train at such high altitude, and I think that's the main reason why they have such great cardio.
Also, I need to say something about Jamita. While speaking to him, he spoke to us about how he's a teacher. He's a sports teacher, and he was transferred to a remote school. I can't remember the school's name, unfortunately, and that is where he found young Nimesha Kumari.
Yes.
And he said, all of these kids, they had very little to deal with, and here they are. A lot has to be said about Jamita for this, and congratulations to him. Here we are in the final round.
Nimesha putting pressure as always against the opponents. Referee Ketaki breaking off the clinch there. Deep kick and straight 1-2s, and Nafisa eats all these punches. Man, I have to say, Revata, although Nafisa is eating a lot of these punches, she's very durable. Most fighters wouldn't be able to continue.
I've seen a lot of fighters fade away at this pressure against Nimesha, but not
Nafisa.
She's just trying to make it to the end, I think, as Shyam said, And I think that in itself will be an achievement.
It would. Especially, look, Nafisa has nothing to be ashamed of. She's only 18 years old, and she's going to learn a lot, right?
If this fight continues the way it continues, I believe it's a good experience. Oh, I think Nafisa landed a clean right hand there.
And that
she will learn, and she will come back stronger.
But
tonight is not her night.
Nimesha is not giving her any moments on this fight, my goodness. Final few seconds of the third and final round. Bout number 5.
nice kick attempted there, but Nimesha did have her hand up. That 1-2 lands again.
I think, Nafisa got caught clean there.
And again. The head turn. Nimesha completely dominating this round.
You could see the the look of intimidation in Nafisa's face. You know, she's completely intimidated. Right now, she's just...
And I believe her nose is bleeding.
Yep.
Oh, another left hand. Oh.
You see it quite often in boxing. In situations like this, even the corner sometimes steps in and stops the fight.
Yeah.
I think they're waiting for that fighter to make it to the end, and I respect that, but she's taking a lot of damage.
I think they should just, like they did in the previous game.
Final
Last
10 seconds. Can Nimesha get this knockout, or will this fight go to the distance?
I doubt it would. I think the knockout. And that's it. Game called.
An amazing
Show of
sports,
respect by
show
both
of respect.
athletes. Nimesha knows she's got this in the bag. I think the whole arena knows that it's in the bag.
But kudos to Nafisa Naim coming over to foreign soil and competing
Absolutely.
in an arena that is cheering for another country to the opponent.
That being said, you're going to hand it over. I love the fact that she came with an agenda.
Yes. That's
to
how
end
every fighter
the winning
should be.
streak. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. You need to have a purpose.
You need
and
to
her
have
purpose
confidence.
was that, right?
Yeah.
And she did what she did. Obviously, she showed up. She expressed herself. It wasn't her day.
It wasn't her night.
That being said, let's go to the princess of Sri Lanka, the combat queen herself, Nimesha Kumari. I mean, how good was she tonight, boys?
I think there is a possibility, man. I don't want to jinx it, Revata. I don't want to jinx it, Sham. But I strongly believe that if a Sri Lankan fighter is to go to the upper echelons of combat sports, it won't be a male fighter. I think the first Sri Lankan fighter will be a female fighter. And you can believe that.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All judges have scored this fight in favor of your winner by unanimous decision from Team Sri Lanka, Nimesha Kumari. Ladies and gentlemen, something special about Nimesha Kumari. KFL looks for fighters from all around the country and provides them support and sponsorships to be able to fight all year round. And Nimesha Kumari is the first fighter to be signed on to KFL, ladies and gentlemen. And also, ladies and gents, she is the first non-boxing fighter, male or female, to be signed on as a brand ambassador in this country. She was signed by Asian Security Group. Let's hear it for Nimesha Kumari.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to invite our runner-up representing India, Nafisa Naim, to receive her check of 50,000 rupees. A round of applause, please, for your runner-up. What a trooper! And now we'd like to invite the winner of bout number 5, representing Sri Lanka, Nimesha Kumari! Receiving a check of 100,000 rupees from KFL. Congratulations to Nimesha. Nimesha, me jayagrahanaya කොහොමද දැනෙන්නේ මේ වෙලාවේ?
අතරම ගොඩක් සතුටුයි ෆොරින් ෆයිටර් කෙනෙක් එක්ක ලංකාව තුළ ෆයිට් කරලා දිනන්න හම්බුන එක. මම KFL එක නිසා මේ දෙවෙනි වතාව ලංකාව ඇතුලේ ෆොරින් ෆයිටර් කෙනෙක් එක්ක ෆයිට් කරපු. මට මේ දෙන්න එන්න ගොඩක් උදව් කරා. මම විශේෂයෙන්ම මගේ කෝච් ජම්ත ගාන්සර්ට ගොඩක් ස්තුතිවන්ත වෙනවා. ඒ වගේම මගේ ටීම් එකට ඒ වගේම මට අනුග්‍රහය දක්වන ඒෂියන් සිකියුරිටි ගෲප් ආයතනයේදී මන්ත ජයවර්ධන මහත්මයාට ස්තුතිවන්ත වෙනවා.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Once again for Nimesha Kumari, one more time.